Hello, you guys, come on in. It is spooky season. I am getting a ton of text messages, emails, phone calls that you guys are beginning to see spirit. It's that time of the season. The veil is a lot thinner right now. Until we get to Halloween, that's about the peak of it, and then it'll start waning off again. But this is a very good time right now. For some of you, you're gonna see spirit. Okay? Don't freak out. First off, 99%, and that's probably high, maybe 90% of the spirit that we see in our day to day, we catch a glimpse of a shadow. We thought we saw, but, we aren't sure. About 90% of those little sightings that we have in our day to day life are people we know or knew. Grandma, Grandpa, Aunt Rosie, Uncle Jim Bob. It could even be people that were old dear friends, because that is even a soul link too. Okay, being close friends. So 90% of the time, that's who it is, what it is. And then once in a while, you will have transient energies, and that's probably another 5 to 7% of that 90. And those are just energies that are coming, passing through, just passing through. They could be coming through where you live because that was a frequent place they stopped at. Maybe it was a place that they had fond memories. You could live in a hustling, bustling town with a lot of old construction, and there you've got spirit energy there. They're going to roam around. Some of them just never seem to settle. And they're not even harmful. The scary ones are maybe only 1-2%, if that. Don't welcome those at all. Don't go looking for them. Don't invite them. Don't dabble with the dark stuff. But a lot of you are going to begin to see those spirit entities from now till about Halloween. Thank you, Spirit, on the light back there. One of the other things that you may see with this spirit energy, you could even see animals and pets. They have a soul just like we do. They come back where they felt loved. I did a reading for a lady and her husband the other day, and their beloved dog passed. And I wanted to let them know that, look, you're going to feel the bed jiggle. We're at that perfect time frame. That dog will come back. So you could actually see pets at this time too. Wide variety of things. If you live in a town, or let's say you live in an apartment building, now that's where that 1 or 2% that are kind of sketchy, that could be negative and dark entities or energies, because you don't know what the people next door are practicing. They could be practicing dark stuff, demonic. They may not know that. They may be just, they could be just dealing drugs. Some drugs carry dark entities and dark energy with it. Opioids. I can see opioids on people like they have a demonic attachment. Okay? So there's going to be a wide variety of things that you're going to be seeing and hearing. Now, as a whole, mankind is becoming, and I have not heard another psychic anywhere, anybody that channels, bring this up. Mankind is going to begin, we are beginning, and it's begun a long time back, an evolution where we will not need to talk to communicate. It's all going to be telepathically. And as we evolve, Whether we like it or not, more and more and more of you are going to begin to see spirit on a more permanent basis. Some of us have, at some point, you do learn how to kind of turn it off and on a little bit. Can be a little scary, seeing things, not knowing what the hell it is and what's coming at you. But as a whole, we are all going to begin to see and hear, and it's not going to happen. This evolution isn't going to happen overnight. Maybe another 50, 100 years before that happens. And look how far things have come in the field that I'm in and what I do. We now have scientific proof to prove that I'm not whacked. Einstein said it, and nobody quite understood that you cannot destroy energy. You cannot create or destroy energy. It can only change forms. So when somebody dies, where does that energy go? Okay, so more and more of us, and there's the science is there now to back it up. This isn't BS. More and more of you are going to begin to see things. So I want you to know that we are at a peak time. Now, if you don't want any of these unwanted visitors, if they happen to be, you feel them coming closer to you, because right now the veil is thin enough that they can come across a little more easily and we can see them a little more easily. So that's how we get that vision in the middle. Simply say, hey, this freaks me out. You got to go. This is a free will planet, and if you say that with authority, they have to listen to you. Got to go. I have to tell them, get out of the bathroom. They like to frequent visiting you in the bathroom because it is a place that you're in your natural state. You may be taking a shower. You could be sitting on a throne. You are in a real natural state right there, and especially with all the water that goes on in a bathroom. It kind of is a perfect environment for spirit to come through. I tell them, nope, can't come in here. So you can kind of send them off very easily if you see them and ask. You need to communicate with your own personal spirit guides and ask them, help me be safe. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Can you please ask your spirit guides, can you please send them away? Can you please help me send them away? But it is a free will planet down here, so they can't really bother you unless they're clinging for help. And let me throw a story in here. I did a reading for a lady several months back, and her husband was a serial killer, and he had died. And I could feel his energy on her. And as I did the reading, I banished his energy, took his energy away from her, banished it from her. You're not allowed to bother her anymore. You need to move on. However, I didn't finish it, and it was a Friday night. That entity jumped me, and I was sick. Throwing up, sick. This went on for about 3 days. I had no fever, no other symptoms. I realized at that point that, I could hear him. I could finally hear him. I was sick and weak and just couldn't pick up the signals, but I could finally hear him. And the only reason he hung on to me is because he knew that I could help. He didn't really come at me to hurt me. He was showing me what he went through at the tail end of his life and the torment that he went through. He was a drug addict and he was throwing up. And when I was throwing up and weak, he was kind of reliving that. And that's kind of what they do. So once I realized that I had this entity on me, and you can carry something like that for a day or two before you know it. We call them 24-hour bugs sometimes. All right, you guys. I just wanted you to know that you're going to be able to see things right now. But like I said, up until about Halloween is going to be the peak. And then about a month after that, maybe even 6 weeks, it'll start to wane back off again as we get closer to the end of the year, really. And it's kind of natural. It's kind of natural. All right, you guys, there you have it. And you know what? If you want to talk to me about developing your skills a little farther, get a hold of me. I am getting ready to put some classes in the makes. Good gravy, there isn't enough hours in the day. However, those of you that know me know that I never leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. See you soon.